Can you all hear me? Alright. My name's DJ Sensex. I do my thing on One Extra every Friday. Like, what was the hustle like to try and get noticed as an MC?
When I first started, and like a lot of artists myself who came into this thing, the country just wasn't ready for it. So it was very hard, very, very hard. But look, persistency's made it to where it is now.
Do you think you should have like a certain personality trait to be a manager?
You've really got to have a steadfast belief that your artist is the greatest thing alive. Make that your number one focus from when you wake up in the morning until you go to bed. Don't try and juggle other things. The artist needs to be your sole concern. It's definitely a good career choice. You're crazy. But what I'd say is you just need to, and also you've got to be able to accept rejection as well. And it's crazy because this is the sort of industry where you hear good news and bad news on the same day.
What producers would you recommend to send mixtapes to get recognised?
For YouTube, all the sites that you can get it to, just get your music out. If that's the first thing you should ever do. Don't worry about no one or relying on anyone. I've lost a lot of friends trying to rely on me, do you know what I mean? You can't rely on anyone, you can't predict it. Just get your music and get it out there, and you never know what can happen. Go outside the next rave, Eskimo dance with your CD, give it outside there, do you know what I mean? And you never know what can happen, do you know what I mean?
I'm just asking the question really about how you make money in the industry today.
I'm booked at a very nice price, so when you add it all up, it works out, do you know what I mean? That's for me, and merchandise as well. You can make money from YouTube and stuff.
You know, if you're a music artist, you need to make sure you're signed up to PRS. So every time you're played on a legal radio station, you get paid for it. You know, we pay by the second, so every second works out to X amount of pence depending on the radio station. But for One Extra, if you get a 4-minute song played on One Extra, you can earn up to £17 for that one single play. And that can actually help sustain your career. They pay out quarterly, so definitely make sure if you're a music artist or you work with an artist, you register with PRS and BPL.
What would you guys say, like, trying to get into the industry, and you basically don't want to get trapped with that kind of typical 9-to-5 job?
You know what it is? Be you. That's the truth. Just be you. As long as you can be you and translate that to people, and people relate to you being you, then you're winning.
Let's assume as an artist you build your buzz, you build your team, and you're known online and you're selling tickets and so forth. Aside from putting money into you, what can a record label actually offer an artist?
For me, what a record label can offer you as well as money is expertise and contacts and resources. And I think if you look at major labels at the moment in terms of the public perception in the industry, it's kind of like you don't necessarily need a major label to succeed. I think that's bullshit, if I'm being honest with you. If you look at the iTunes Top 200, 90%, would you say, Sem, of the records inside there at the moment are on major labels. Now, of course, you can do your thing independently and be very successful, like Nasty has, like Stormzy's been doing. You can be with one of the smaller or bigger independent labels like Big Dada or XL Records and still smash it. So by no means am I saying you have to be with a major label to succeed. But at the same time, when you look at a major label, they've got history on their side, they've got resources, they've got certain techniques in terms of industry secrets. They know lots of things that the general public don't. And what I would say is, if you're a footballer or you're an athlete, you want to go to Manchester United. You want to train at a particular school because it gives you the best chance of success. And that's what a record label does. It doesn't guarantee it, but their history, their resources, their money, their pull and their power gives you a much better shot than an independent artist.
Thanks to giffgaff. Big shout to John, everybody else who made this happen today, and thanks to you guys for like being patient and waiting for us and everything else. Thanks a lot.
I was a nice match.
Bass.
Bang!